Thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us today on the sports segment. And now, like we told you in tennis, currently the youngest player ranked within the ATP Top 100, Felix Auger-Aliassime, who hails from Canada, but has a Togolese father who is called Sam Aliassime. The young star is building a reputation of his own by becoming the youngest semi-finalist at the Miami Open in 35 years after beating 11th seed Borna Coric of Croatia in 2 sets, 7-6, 6-2, to match up a semi-final pairing against defending champion John Isner, who on his path beat Robert Bautista of Spain in 2 sets. Now, Felix has played 5 times against top 20 seeds of the ATP rankings and has won all 5 games, but he does not leave the echoes of this, his current feat, to get in his head. Let's take a listen there at the sensational 18-year-old who was speaking after his semi-final qualification that was yesterday at the Miami Open.
I think I've been dealing with this for the last couple of years, so I think in a way that's why I'm able now to have these kind of results, because I feel like this extra pressure or this like attention that I gave maybe last year or the year before to the outcomes, to the medias, that's a bit behind me now. We're in a way where I'm able really to stay in the present and really focus on what I have to do on the court, finding ways to win, and that just keeps me going and just keeps me happy.
Another quarterfinal result, so 3 times Miami Open winner Roger Federer had an easy ride over South African Kevin Anderson in 2 sets, 6-0, 6-4 for the 37-year-old, who now makes his 7th Miami Open semis and will meet another 19-year-old Denis Shapovalov from Canada. And now on to athletics. Caster Semenya is awaiting a court of arbitration for sports verdict on her appeal against an IAAF regulation that says female athletes classed as having differences in sexual development gain an unfair advantage due to their high testosterone levels, though only in races, that is 400 and 1,000 meters. Under these new rules, athletes classed under this classification must reduce their blood testosterone level for a continuous period of 6 months before they can compete. The court had been due to announce its decision last Tuesday, but has postponed it until late April. And now, in response, in a statement through her lawyer, it reads, quote, "The scars Ms. Semenya has developed over the past decade runs very deep." The saga seems to be getting into the head of the South African female athlete. And now on to football. Manchester's most crowned football team has landed a 3-year contract to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager of the Red Devils. Solskjaer had arrived on a tiptoe that was late in December 19 on loan from Norwegian club Molde to save United following a nosedive on the table standings under former boss Jose Mourinho, who found it most difficult to handle his dressing room, and of course coupled with a poor run of results. 3 months later, after 19 games, 14 victories, 2 draws and just 3 defeats, plus a quarter-finals in the Champions League, the former super sub has convinced both fans and owners of United. The assassin with baby face, as he's usually called, now 46-year-old, played 366 games for United and scored 126 goals in the red jersey. The Norwegian had already been a hero on the side of Old Trafford since his winning goal in the playoffs of the finals of the Champions League in 1998, when he came in and scored against Bayern of Munich. He is now considered a legend who won the Champions League as a player and is now en route to a possible win as a manager. Now, get more sports news on our website, www.africanews.com, both in English and French, as well as on our social media outlets. That's all for now.
Merci, Philemon.
Thank you, Philemon.
Thank you.
Interesting. I'm still fascinated by that tennis star. Young guy who's doing really
18
good.
years old.
18. You like tennis, Barbara?
J'aime beaucoup le tennis.
I love tennis very much.
Serena Williams, comme beaucoup de personnes. Mais c'est vrai qu'il y a beaucoup de jeunes
many people, Serena Williams is my favorite.
Yeah.
En football aussi, il est très jeune. À 19 ans, il a déjà remporté une coupe.
Do you have a crush on him, by the way?
Pas vraiment, mais j'apprécie son talent. Voilà.
Not quite, but I appreciate his talent.